What's up YouTube? Steven from Steven and Tosh, and back at it with another video. This one is for the cigar people out there. And as shout out to my man Mike, Diamante Rojas Stogies. Let's check them out, check out their website. They have a good selection of cigars there, as well as other things they have going on, so check them out. On the cigar side of things. So I want to talk about today, since we are talking about cigars, we just came back from Vegas. If you've seen the Vegas vlogs, you can check those out if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel, Steven and Tosh. As I said before, we'll have various things on there, from sneakers to golf clubs to technology to relationship advice to medical advice, reviews, travel, family things. It'll be all on there. So something for everyone. So subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos come out, and hit the thumbs up saying that you like it, and comment. Say you may want to hear about something else, or maybe you have a medical question, a relationship question, or a cigar question. Anything like that, we'll be happy to read those and get back to you with answers, and hopefully post some content that's specific to your needs. So in any event, just came back from Vegas. I am a cigar smoker. I guess not quite an aficionado, more so an enthusiast, meaning I like to smoke them. But aficionado in my mind is someone who knows all the history and all the ins and outs of the cigar industry, and can taste all these crazy flavors in cigars, and can tell you what brand it is or what type of tobacco it is, and if it's been aged or not. I haven't got to that point yet, maybe one day, but I just like to smoke cigars now for the experience. It's relaxing. I do taste some things in it, but again, I'm a basic kind of guy, and so I taste tobacco, which can be leathery, can be woody, could be nutty, sometimes some mild sweetness, but I don't get a lot of these flavors that some people get, and that's cool. If they can get it, God bless them, and I hope one day I could get to their level, but right now I'm not. But in any event, since I do like to smoke cigars so much, being in Vegas for almost a week, I had to find some cigar spots to go to. Strangely enough, even though some parts of the casino you're still able to smoke, you're not allowed to smoke pipes or cigars, which I find kind of strange. It specifically says on some of the tables, right next to the ashtray, it'll say no cigars or pipe smoking. So hey, I guess that is what it is. So I need a cigar spot. So we came across a few while we were there. A video is going to come up in a second. We can actually kind of give you an actual video description of some. You can kind of see these places, see what they're showing inside as far as their selection, that sort of thing. And then on the back end, I can talk a little bit more about what you'll have. So this is your Davidoff Cigar Lounge. It is on the strip going towards Fremont Street, right at the Fashion Show Mall. And as I mentioned earlier, it's relatively small. On the inside, like I said, about 4 to 5 small seating areas, a small humidor. It's circular in shape, and as you see as we walk around to the outdoor area in the back, we'll also take a quick peek in through the window of the humidor so you can see what they have there, but also a relatively small selection. Davidoff products specifically. I think some Camachos in there as well. My father, and things of that nature. The outdoor area, again, is this big selling point of this particular shop. This is Casa Fuente in Las Vegas. This is their quote-unquote outdoor area. I say quote-unquote because it's basically inside a mall. It's in the Caesars Forum Shops in Las Vegas, attached to Caesars Palace Hotel and Casino. It's almost like a storefront property, but it's just indoors.
We are in Summerlin, Nevada. So it's right outside of Las Vegas. This is a little area called Tavili. It is gorgeous. And of course, we found another cigar bar. Casa, Cigars and Lounge. Here is Mr. Jackson. He's got his cigar. Indoor seating. Thank you so much.
So this is the Baccarat Cigar Lounge in the Bellagio Casino. It's more like a cigar smoking area in the casino than an actual lounge. As you can see, it's basically just off the casino floor. It's slightly elevated and has a little gate around it, but it's really not much more than just the area off the casino floor that they allow cigar smoking. They actually have a small selection of cigars there, as well as a small selection of drinks. But if you like to be a part of the casino and kind of people watch, then this would be a good place to go for that. So it's very funny how when you purchase your cigars, you can see the humidor in the back there. Pretty decent selection. The actual lounge area is in here. Also pretty big. And if you can see that there, old homestead clubhouse. That's where the cigar area is, where you can eat. The Robert Port, best of the best. And then more of the lounge here with the big screen. Multiple sports events can be played at the same time. So this is the indoor area where we actually had our meal. And like I said, it's about the size of a dining room table. All right, we're back. So you just saw the video and you basically saw 5 different lounges. Each with their pros and cons, depending on what you want, would be where I would say would be the best place for you to kind of go and get the experience of smoking your cigar, and again, in the whatever particular environment you might want to be in. So Casa Fuente, that's the one that's in Caesar Shops. It's like basically it looks like your typical storefront brick and mortar shop with a little outdoor area, but it's in a mall, so it's not technically outdoors. It's still a relatively small shop with a bar inside. The bar is your basic alcoholic beverages, your basic whiskeys and bourbons, a couple beers on tap. The outside area has maybe 5 or 6 seating areas with maybe 2 to 3 chairs per table. Inside is a sofa and a few other leather loungers. The humidor is where this one really shines. It's going to have all your Fuente products. So a lot of those Opus cigars that are some are hard to get, they'll have those there. They also have some that are specifically made for that shop. So if you're into the more exotic cigars, and that's what you're after, this will kind of be the place for you to go for that. The second one is your typical brick and mortar shop. This one is outside of Las Vegas in Summerlin. It's about a 15-minute drive. Uber there is going to run you $20 or so. And this shop is, again, typical brick and mortar shop. The upside of this one is the price. You're off the strip, so you're not going to pay the Vegas prices. So your prices will be comparable to what you probably would find at your typical your home brick and mortar shop. The humidor has your basic cigars, nothing particularly exotic. They do have your flavored cigars if you're into that sort of thing. Your bar, your typical alcohols, nothing exotic or extravagant there. The little outdoor area that they have, again, typical, nothing really extravagant. The upside of this one obviously is the price. Downside is you have to take an Uber to get out to it, or a taxi, or rent a car. The next one is a Davidoff shop. That one's on the strip going towards the Wynn Hotel and the Fashion Show Mall area. This is very small shop as well. Maybe 4 to 5 lounger seating areas in the actual building. A small bar with your typical scotches and bourbons. The upside of this one is you can get some exotic bourbons there. They have your Pappy Van Winkle line of bourbons, so if you're into that and that's what you're after, this will be the place to go for that. As far as your cigars, they have your My Father, all your Davidoff line, some Camachos as well. The outdoor area is really shines here. They have a couple of TVs outside with a few outdoor lounging seating areas, and it's really shaded well, so even if you're in Vegas during the summer months, it's shaded really well. That with the TVs and the expensive bourbons, you can really have a good time there. Baccarat, that one is kind of like your cigar smoking area in the casino. It's really, it's not an actual structure. It's right off the casino floor. It's slightly raised and has a gate around it. Very small selection as far as your alcohols and as far as your cigars are concerned. This would may appeal to you if you already are in the Bellagio, or you're already in the casino and you just don't want to travel anywhere or walk to another facility. This will be the spot to go. Or if you just like to people watch, and like I said, you're basically on the casino floor. You got blackjack tables on either side of you. You got the little walking area in front, so you can people watch and enjoy that from that standpoint. But as far as the selection of cigars go or alcohols go, it's small. And lastly is Monte Cristo, and this is more upscale. As you saw in the video, it's ranked with Rob Report. So it's definitely upscale. Everything inside is upscale. Your leather loungers, they have multiple TV screens for your sporting events. They have one whole wall that's a bunch of TV screens where they can either blow it up to one gigantic game, or they could make it a bunch of different sporting events so you can kind of watch them all at the same time. They will have some of your more pricey alcohols in there as well. The big selling point here for us was that there's a little room off to the side, which I kind of showed you a little snippet of there. You'll see my wife smoking a cigar there. That's actually the room where you have your meal. You can reserve the room anywhere from 2 to, I believe, 8 people. And there's a big screen at the end of the table so you can watch your sporting event there. And right next door to this cigar lounge is the Homestead Steakhouse, and that's where the food comes from. So you can order anything off that menu. You have a waitress that comes and takes your order, and to actually have the experience of smoking while eating a full meal is something I had never done before, so something I would wanted to do, but it's very, very pricey. So to be honest, would I do it again? Probably not. Would I go to the lounge again? Possibly. They have a good selection of cigars. They also have flavored cigars as well, which my wife was happy to have. And so all in all, I think for the eating experience, it's second to none. But as far as just a cigar smoking experience and lounge experience, it's nice and it's upscale. If you have the money and want to spend it, I guess it's worth it. But otherwise, that's it. Those are my 5 spots that I hit in 5 cigar spots I hit in Vegas, and I hope this review helps you. And if you're on your way to Vegas, check them out and maybe put your own review and see how you feel. Or if you've already been there and you want to ask me some questions or comments about what we've